Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to a Lost Love Diaries reading. So you guessed it, we're going to dive deep into an old connection and we're going to see what does your person secretly want to tell you. So this is obviously someone who is still connected to you, thinking about you, perhaps they're even checking up on you, but they're holding things back and we're going to discover the reason behind that. So obviously just take what resonates for you guys, and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'll be using here today will be listed down below. And today's Orgonite here is called the Lovers Orgon, created by Michelle from Belle's Wing and Bell. So let's go ahead and get into these messages, you guys, and see what we need to know. So let's see. Who is this person from your past who longs for another chance with you? Who is this person? So depending on what comes up, you'll know if you are in the correct reading today. So we're going to dive into this deck right here and get some astrological energy and also some traits of this person. Let's see, what do we need to know here? Who is longing to be with you again and to have another chance with you? Who is this person? Okay, so we have the energy of Sagittarius. So it doesn't mean that this person has to be a Sagittarius. It could also be perhaps your Sagittarius, but the energy of Sagittarius is connected to this person. You could have met this individual or spent time with them significantly in Sagittarius season, which is going to be November, December. But it says believe in good luck, or believe in your good luck. This person may be generally lucky, okay? Maybe they have gotten a lot of lucky breaks in their life, or it just kind of seems like luck is always on their side. Sagittarius, as though, very much are expansive thinkers. They see the bigger picture. They also like a lot of freedom. They like to travel as well. They're very open-minded individuals. So there could also be sometimes commitment issues with Sagittarius, so that could be another thing too. All right, let's go ahead and get something else. We have Cancer. So this is water energy here. It says, let your fears dissolve. So Cancers can sometimes be like they're very deep feeling people, individuals. They feel deep. The waters run deep. They're ruled by the moon. That makes sense. But they can sometimes become moody or withdraw in their shell, especially if they feel insecure, right? They may attach. And so in order to kind of, pull that energy back, they may act like they don't care. So this individual, it's like we got this soft exterior underneath that shell, but they don't really show that to everyone right off the bat. So this individual, you might have kind of felt like was somewhat aloof, like they didn't really care, but deep down there's some soft energy there. Okay, let's see what else. Can I pick up this card? I don't know. All right, here we go. All right, we have Taurus energy. So we have fire, water, and earth coming through for this individual, but we have know your worth. Okay, so this person puts a lot of worth perhaps on their possessions. So this could be an individual who puts a lot of effort into their looks, their physical body, which there's nothing wrong with that. Or it could be that they want to drive a nice car. They have really nice things in their home. They like to have maybe a lot of money in the bank. Again, nothing wrong with security, but it could be some to the degree for some of them in the shadow aspect where they put a little bit too much significance on that. There's a little too much significance on how they want to appear. Because of this crab energy, I almost feel like they want to appear a certain way. They might care about what other people think. They put on this tough exterior, this hard shell, but really deep down inside in that underbelly, right? It's like soft. It's funny, that's an actual podcast, Soft Underbelly. I love it, by the way. Just people talking about their issues that they've had in life, their hardships and things like that. So me even thinking about that right now, it could be that this individual has had some sort of traumatic past, or they've had a lot of things that have happened to them in their life. And so it's caused them to be this very, they want to safeguard their energy. They don't feel safe just sharing their love or themselves with just anyone. So this could be like a tough shell to crack. We have Leo's energy. So two fiery energies here. But obviously the fullest energy that I'm seeing is moon. Okay. So it could be that this person is a Cancer. Moon, though, is also connected to Pisces in the tarot. So we could be talking about a water sign here. But we also have double fire, too. So this individual could just be very much somebody that's ruled by their emotions, and they're ruled by their instincts and their passions. There's no air energy here. That doesn't mean that this person lacks logic, but it might be that their mental state can sometimes be a mess, or they don't really think before they speak or act. This individual could have hurt your feelings, or they hurt other people's feelings because they're just kind of living their life to the beat of their own drum, and they're not really thinking about how their actions or their words are going to impact other people. They just kind of feel like, hey, I know who I am, so I'm just going to put it out there. That's a great personality trait to have, but if it's not balanced, it can sometimes be very, it could just rub people the wrong way. And I just feel like this individual could rub people the wrong way with the way that they are and the way that they feel. They could be a little self-focused at times too, where they just kind of feel like, well, this is what I feel in the moment. This is what I want to do, so I'm going to go after it. I'm going to just take what I want, basically. Right? We have the energy of Leo and shine. This person might be like a bright shining star. They may have some sort of status, okay, in the material world or in their career. They could be someone who is known well for something. They could deliver some sort of a craft or a service that other people know who they are. They could be very popular. This person could also be extremely good looking as well, so they get a lot of attention, is what I'm seeing too. So this is what I have so far for who your person is. Let's go ahead and continue. Who else is this person who longs for another chance with you? We have good vibration. It's funny, Beach Boys is what I'm getting. Good vibrations. So that could be something. This person could live by the beach. They could live in a beach city. But we have positive vibes, upliftment, and also resonance. So I feel like what they resonate most with is feeling good. They want to feel good. And like I said, this can sometimes be to the detriment of other people's feelings. So this individual could, at some point in their lives, they could also be this way still, or they were this way when they were with you, where they are very much focused kind of on how they're feeling at the time. They're not really thinking about how things, as far as their words or their actions, might impact other people. So yes, that's what I have with that. All right, let's see what else. And I feel like Beach Boys songs, in some Beach Boys song titles or something, it can connect you to this person. Okay, so there could be like a name or something in one of their songs, or this person could live in California. I know that California Girls, that's also something too. Okay, flight plan. Ooh, a trip, a disappearance, or a lack of closure. Ooh, interesting. So what I'm seeing here is that you have not gotten closure with this person. They may have just kind of disappeared. We have that Cinderella pumpkin, right? Cinderella, when it strikes midnight, this could be someone who just disappeared from your life all of a sudden, or maybe you disappeared from their life, but definitely feel like there is a separation here. Okay, for sure. This is why this is a lost love situation. And there may be a lack of closure that both of you guys have with each other. So that's another indication of who this individual is. All right, let's see what else. We have sound healing. I feel like the two of you guys have not heard from you. Like you haven't heard from your person. They haven't heard from you. So again, this is reiterating the no communication here. And that would actually be very healing, I feel, for the both of you. You may have heard this person's voice somehow, but not actually spoken to them. So they could, it could be that you heard their voice because they're on social media or something like that. This could also be you're on social media and they've heard your voice too, and it's been very healing. But I feel like you guys have not actually exchanged words with one another. So I feel like this is definitely a no contact situation. And we have magic beanstalk. So what is this? This is Jack and the Beanstalk. So that could be somebody's name, Jack. We also have Jack and Jill. There could be something there. But it says ascension, elevation, and reaching new heights. This is good because I feel like this person has elevated since the last time that you guys spoke. So if you haven't seen or spoken to this person in a period of time, I feel like they've done some sort of ascension or some work on themselves since that period of time. Okay, so there has been some sort of growth and change here with this individual. All right, let's go ahead and get some tarot cards now. Ooh, definitely somebody from your past with the Six of Cups, you guys. This is also somebody that we're being confirmed in this reading is nostalgic about you and the connection. Very, remembers the good times. Somebody that wishes that they could go back to the good old days, basically. So this is an individual. But I am also getting here that this individual does have a past. They may have a troubled past. There may be some kind of issues tied to their childhood, and maybe you knew this, and this could be another confirmation as to who this person is. But I feel like in general what this is telling us is that this person definitely is nostalgic on your connection. This is someone that is from your past that's thinking about you today. All right. Awesome. We've got some gardeners out front that are about ready to just start going crazy on the lawn. So I hope that doesn't interrupt this reading. Anyways, Knight of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy again. So there could be like a double energy of Sagittarius. We also have the water. So I'm getting like fire water perhaps with this person. But again, this is someone who likes to be independent. Okay. It might be that it's like this, in like a imbalance, like just being too independent. I forget the actual term for that, but like interdependence is what this person should really be striving for, because we don't want to be codependent. We don't want to be, overly dependent or overly independent. I know that I'm not saying the term right, but I feel like they're striving to be just interdependent, which is somebody who's balanced in between. They're able to have their own life, but then they also have room to share and connect with another person. I feel like they are in regret. I feel like they wish that they could go back, because I feel like they were too independent back then, maybe wanted to be single, be a player, play the field. That can sometimes be the Knight of Wands energy. I feel like this is also someone that you connected with in a very, passionate way, if you know what I'm talking about. So there was some extreme chemistry and attraction with this person. Again, that Leo vibe and Sagittarius vibe, I just feel like they're well liked and very popular amongst their peers, and they definitely don't lack attention from, whatever they're interested in, basically. Very popular and charming, charismatic, and good looking. And they know it is what I'm also getting to. That's Sagittarius. We have a triple confirmation of Sagittarius energy here for someone out there today. But Temperance is all about wanting to reconcile differences, but also knowing that we do have to take a break and let something breathe or just mellow out before we can reconnect. So I definitely feel with the Six of Cups and the Temperance being in the same lineup here, that this is basically confirming for us that this person really would like nothing more than to reconcile with you and come back to this connection, have some opportunity to redo something here. Oh, it's a fucking Hellcat outside. Oh, that's great. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. We have the King of Wands. I don't know. Somebody could have a Hellcat. That's a crazy ass car, like with a crazy engine, very expensive, but who knows? Maybe this person has one. I don't know. King of Wands is Leo's energy. So we've got double Leo and we have triple Sag here. Definitely a fiery individual. This is someone who they know what they want and they go after it. But what I'm getting here is that they've graduated from the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is who they were in the past with you, which is why it's connected to the Six of Cups. And they've graduated. They've tempered their own energy, and now they're in the King of Wands energy. This is someone who's much more stabilized. They've learned a lot also too. This is the King of Wands to me is somebody who's very worldly. So they've traveled either the world, or they have sat with their energy, or they've had enough experiences to where they're now able to reflect on, what worked in the past, what didn't work for them, how they could do things better moving forward. So I feel like this individual has definitely mastered their fire. I feel like they're also not letting it rule their lives. So not everything that you feel like you want to do in a moment might be actually right for you. So I feel like they've simmered down a little bit. They still have fire, and they still have like fire in their belly, and they want to have excitement, and they want to feel passionate and alive, but it's not ruling their lives and creating an imbalance for them. I feel like they've really matured, and they've really grown into their fiery nature, basically. So that's who this person is. If that sounds like someone that you know from your past, you're in the right spot. So anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and see what else we need to know in this situation. So what is the most important thing on this person's mind in this moment, which is interesting, that's a band, that they want to share with you, okay? What is the most important thing that they want to share with you? Let's see. What is the most important thing that this person wants to share with you? Oh, we have a reality check. They got a reality check. Okay, yeah, this is a person that was a dreamer. So I feel like it's either John Lennon's song, something like they say, I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one, that's coming through. This individual was a little bit of a dreamer. That Pisces energy that came up earlier, right? With that moon that was connecting that, is someone who is definitely a dreamer. They're very ambitious. They have a lot of goals. They have a lot of dreams. They might be a very creative soul, very poetic, deep feeling, deep thinking soul. But I feel like through their exploration of just living life on this planet and having experiences in their life, either with other people or just in general, I feel because of this, they've reassessed themselves. They've kind of come back down from the clouds. They're not operating at such an emotional, fiery, passionate level as they were before. So I feel like this person has changed. So this is something that they would want to tell you. They've gotten some sort of reality check. I also am getting two, just because I see the green and I see like forest and grass. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. That's also something else that they want to tell you guys, okay? They may have thought that something that they wanted or someone was going to make them happy, and it didn't actually turn out to be so. So that's what they want you to know, is that they feel a little misguided. And I just saw the shadow energy here. They felt like they were misguided, okay? They were a little misguided at the time. What they were thinking, what they thought that they wanted, it actually didn't turn out to be as great as they thought it was going to be. So yeah, that's what they want to tell you. All right, let's see what else. What else is the most important thing they want to tell you? We have see the humor. Okay. Look at this. I think that is, it kind of looks like a table, like a gambling table with the green felt, but it does look like a card reader. Okay. See the humor. See the humor in something. Well, they needed to go out and experience something for themselves to be able to get this reality check. And it's kind of funny now, actually. So it's like this person is coming through with some sort of humor, like, I've learned to laugh at myself. Now, it might not be laughable as far as how I made you feel or how, I ended up hurting you if that was the case. But I kind of see the humor as, wow, I was very immature back then. It's just kind of funny the way that, you think a certain thing and then you go and you get it and you just realize, wow, it's actually not all it was cracked up to be. So I feel like they're kind of laughing now at themselves. And if they could go back, like if they could have predicted that something would happen a certain way, I feel like they would have done it differently. So I'm seeing that too. That's something I want you to know. Okay, so we have angels are watching over you. Well, this is interesting. They also want you to know that they've actually watched you. Okay, I don't know what that means for somebody out there. If you are a person that has maybe a social media or something that is public, they have an opportunity to watch you. Even if it is private or maybe you don't have social media, I feel like they've tried to kind of find some sort of information about you. So I want you to know that they have definitely looked back and thought about you in this connection and have are watching to kind of see maybe for any signs that you're, somebody that would actually turn around and converse with them again or have anything to do with them again. So I definitely feel like they're watching for some sort of a sign, maybe that you're going to give them something that you're going to say, or maybe even post that has something to do with them. So they want you to know that they've definitely watched you at some point since the two of you have disconnected. And we have point of view. They want you to know that they have a completely different point of view now. Absolutely. And they've had the assistance of basically spirit. They may have gone through some sort of a spiritual awakening, just some sort of a spiritual journey process where they're starting to see things from a completely different perspective. That's for sure. And they're much more grateful now. So they have a lot more gratitude and a lot more understanding than they had before. So they have elevated, you guys. They've definitely ascended, and that already came through. So they want you to know that they see things differently now. They might be telling you to, they see you differently now. Maybe they were not able to see you a certain way before, see something that they were doing wrong, but they certainly see it now. So that's what they would want to tell you. All right, what else does this person want you to know in this moment? What do they want you to share? What's important to them for you to know? I don't know why I cannot grab cards today. Here we go. Ooh, we have a Rumi. Mystical knowing. Isn't this a poet, right? So I feel like there's cards, or there's like a Rumi deck, and it's very romantic, okay? But it says breaking boundaries and personal experience of God. Mystical knowing. They want you to know that they know that there's something mystical that connects you and them. It's like they're researching, or they've researched some sort of ancient text, some sort of ancient religion. So this could be like Hinduism, which is the oldest religion, or some kind of philosophy like that. And this has caused this spiritual awakening. This has caused them to see things from a completely different perspective. I feel like they want you to know that they've changed. They want you to know that they have broadened their horizons, that they are seeing things so much differently now. And I feel like they're ruminating with the Rumi. They feel like they're ruminating over your connection. We have Mother Mary. I feel like this is an energy that they connect to you. This is somebody who's very nurturing. This is someone that would have, like a parent that, would have unconditional love for her children, or the people that she is comforting and caring for. So I feel like they want you to know that them encountering you at some point, even if it was just a brief part of their life, it has made an impact on them. They may even still feel your love today, even though they might not be sure how you feel about them, and they might be afraid to come forward and tell you these things. It doesn't matter. There's some aspect of this person that feels your love. They feel your heart. It's very pure to them. It's a very elevated energy, and they like to plug into it. It's very comforting and nurturing to them. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. And of course, the name Mary could be significant too. But it says a divine experience. Don't be afraid of being powerful. Also, it may be that they want you to know that they really respect you and they see you in a completely different light. Maybe before you really just knew who you were and you put it out there. Maybe this person judged you for it. I don't know. But the way that they are now, it's kind of like they can really see you in a different light and really respect that point of view. They can respect you, a person being that way, kind of living out loud and putting it all out there for all to see, and being unapologetically themselves. I feel like if this person wasn't at this point before, they would have looked at you and thought something might have been wrong with you, or they may have judged you harshly. They may have been turned off by this energy. Who knows? But I feel like now they're looking back and they're able to see just your brilliance. They're able to see you in a completely different light, and they just respect the person. And so they have this, they go back and they feel blessed by your encounter, basically, because I feel like perhaps this individual, when they think back on you and this connection, they're taking some lessons from you, basically. Yeah, they're taking a little bit of a lesson from you on how to be and how to be strong and how to just be yourself and to be completely authentic and not afraid to be yourself. That's beautiful, you guys. Oh my gosh. We also have Bridget. So we have inner fire. Yeah, okay. This is saying, let your passion lead you to your purpose. You also have, this individual wants to share with you that you have led them to doing something very extraordinary. You've been some kind of a muse for them or an inspiration for them. They have some sort of fire inside of their heart here that still burns for you. And you're inside of me. That's what I'm getting for this person. You're inside of me. I feel your fire. I feel you pushing me to new heights. I feel you inspiring me to be myself and to be unapologetically, myself, and be unafraid to go after what I want to go after, as well as being the person that I just know who I am. So again, there's this point of view that they have of you now where they really respect the kind of person that you are. And I feel like this is who you are, you guys. You're a mixture of this nice, nurturing, loving energy, but you're also this very fiery, passionate being too. And sometimes people are intimidated by this kind of a person. They're very intimidated because that person, they've done their shadow work. They know who they are. And if you're dealing with someone that has a lot of shadow and a lot of hangups and they don't know who they are, they're going to look at somebody like you and they're going to shame you. They're going to blame you. They might project a lot of crap onto you. They might not like you. So I feel like there's this element here with that might be how your person in the past started to feel, or they started to be triggered by something about you. But now they've made a shift and now they're able to see you in this more positive light. And that's what they want you to know today, you guys. It's so amazing. So they've changed their point of view on you. They actually celebrate a person like you instead of condemn a person like you. Now we have the name Paul. So we have Paul, Bridget, or Mary. That could be something significant, but we have gifted ones. So yeah, this says revealing hidden talents and opportunities to shine. Remember, your person shines. That came through with the Leo energy. I feel like you have inspired this individual just by encountering you. You have actually pushed them towards or leaning in towards their spiritual gifts or just their gifts that they came here to share on this planet. So you've pushed them or inspired them to go into their divine purpose and their divine mission, and they connect this with you. That's really cool. And also, they might see you as somebody that has a lot of gifts. You have a lot of gifts. You have a lot of love to share. Gosh, we have the street sweeper coming through. We have just so many things that are happening outside. I don't know what that means, but I'm normally don't see this much activity out my front freaking window. But yeah, they see you as somebody who's very gifted, somebody who's very talented, but you also remind them of who they are, which is somebody who's also extremely gifted and talented, and that they can take their craft to the next level and they can put themselves out there to shine. They can be brave like the lion Leo. They can be brave. Okay, so let's see what else. What else do they want you to know? Oh, they also want you to know that they are sorry for lying to you. So this person, if they were in the Seven of Swords energy with you at one point, they want you to know that they were not in their right mind. Because remember I said that the only thing that was lacking here was air. It's like this person was not in their right mind before. They weren't thinking clearly. They weren't thinking, actually. It's like they weren't really thinking about how things were going to impact you, how their actions were going to impact you. But now we can clearly see that this person has elevated their thinking. So before they would have ran away, before they would have just, that's probably how they dealt with you. They ran away from you. They lied to you. They hid something from you. They could have betrayed you with the Seven of Swords. But they've had an opportunity now to really embrace this shadow part of themselves. We also have embarrassing secrets. They're very embarrassed, actually. They're very embarrassed with what they did and what they said, what you might have found out, what they did behind your back. They feel really embarrassed now. And obviously, if somebody is in this elevated energy, of course, you're going to look back and go, wow, I wish that I wouldn't have acted like that. I wish I would have done things differently. So I feel like they want you to know that they have regrets about how they acted or treated you in the past. And if they lied to you, it's an apology here. Oh yeah, Four of Cups. They just didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know what they had. That's what they want you to know with this Four of Cups. They didn't know what they had when they had you. They just didn't. They couldn't see it. They weren't at the point in their lives where they were ready to take this cup from the divine. You can see the angel here behind the tree trying to give this guy this cup, and he's just like, he doesn't even want the cups that are in front of him. He doesn't really want anything. They just were not in the right mind to be able to see. It says, failing to recognize a magical opportunity. So they missed this magical opportunity. Now, the thing is, they didn't miss out on meeting you. You have impacted them just by encountering them. But as far as going any further with you beyond maybe, a couple of months or, really going into a deep commitment, I feel like rather quickly this person just started to maybe shift or change or pull away or start lying and withholding things from you. And so it changed the trajectory of this connection. So they're sorry about that. Yeah, it's funny. I said I'm the dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. There it is. There's that song again. So that has some significance. I don't think it's the Beatles. I think it's John Lennon, right? When he was solo. So yeah, solo. Yeah, kind of pulling away. So that tells me there's like this hermity energy, or like a lone wolf pulling away from its pack. Also, elephants do this as well. They're all in a tribe, and then the males go off, but they also connect with other single males too. So there's something about needing to be alone, needing to be single, needing to go off and figure things out on their own. Well, guess what? This person did go from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. So I feel like this has been a part of their journey. They had to pull themselves away. They had to go off on their own for a while in order to do this mass this mass ascension, this mass ascension, basically. So they want you to know that. Oh, okay. Your person was definitely unfair. Okay. They also are letting you know that the choice that they made at the time, it was not the best. It was not the best choice that they made. They could have been unfair. They could have been cruel, actually. But it does say here that they lacked integrity, and they did have questionable motives, and maybe you knew that. Maybe you even asked this person and they lied to you, and they just basically kept hiding the truth from you. So it's definitely sad, and I feel like this is them coming through with their more evolved self and saying, wow, I wish that I would have done this differently. I wish I would have played my cards right. I would have had a different result with you. So I feel like they are in regret, as well as knowing and telling you, I know that what I did was not fair to you. I know what I did was really messed up, and I'm really sorry about that. But I just could not see. I could not see straight. I couldn't see you fully. I couldn't see you. I had some kind of goggles on. I just couldn't see clearly. So this is what your person is telling you. So anyways, you guys, that's what we have so far. Let's shift over onto the extended. If you want some deeper messages, we're going to look into why are they afraid and keeping all of these feelings to themselves. We're also going to see what are they currently dreaming about, interesting, when it comes to you and them, and will they ever turn this dream into a reality? And if so, what does the future hold for the two of you? So I'll put that link down below where you guys can access that video. And thank you guys so much for choosing to watch this reading today. You guys take care. Bye-bye.